Jenna Ortega grew up in California and developed an interest in acting at a very young age. While many children were focused on school and everyday life, Jenna was already dreaming about appearing on television and becoming an actress. She began her career by appearing in commercials and small television roles. These early opportunities may not have made her a major star immediately, but they gave her something extremely important: experience. Every audition taught her something new. Every role helped her become more confident. Every opportunity allowed her to understand how the entertainment industry worked. But Hollywood was highly competitive. There were thousands of young actors hoping for the same opportunities. Many auditioned, but only a few were selected. Jenna had to deal with rejection, long auditions, and constant competition. Instead of giving up, she continued working. She kept auditioning. She kept learning. She kept improving her acting skills. Her early career was built one opportunity at a time. At this stage, she was not yet a global celebrity. She was simply a young actress trying to prove that she belonged in the industry. Her family also played an important role in supporting her ambitions. Having people around her who believed in her helped Jenna continue pursuing acting even when the path was difficult. As the years passed, her experience began to grow. Small roles started leading to bigger opportunities, and more people in Hollywood began recognizing her talent. Jenna was slowly building something that could become extremely valuable later: her own name and reputation. She understood that success would not happen overnight. She had to build experience before she could build a reputation, and she had to build a reputation before bigger opportunities could come. Slowly, the young actress from California was moving closer to the career she had dreamed about. She was not yet a global star, but she was taking the first steps toward becoming one. The journey started with one simple decision: keep going, even when the biggest opportunity had not arrived yet. As Jenna Ortega continued working, her career slowly began moving to a higher level. She appeared in several television and film projects, including Jane the Virgin, You and Yesterday. Each role gave her more experience and introduced her to a larger audience. Her role in Jane the Virgin helped her gain early recognition. She was still young, but she was already learning how to work on professional sets and perform alongside experienced actors. Then came You. Her role as Ellie Alves brought even more attention. The series had a large audience, and viewers began recognizing Jenna as a talented young actress who could handle more serious and challenging roles. After that came Yesterday, giving her another opportunity to reach a wider international audience. Step by step, Jenna was building her. Some more projects meant more experience. More experience meant better performances. Better performances meant more opportunities. And more opportunities could eventually lead to bigger contracts and greater earning potential. But Jenna was still far from being one of Hollywood's biggest stars. She had proven that she could act. She had gained recognition. She had built a growing fan base, but she needed one role that could completely change the direction of her career. That role was coming. In 2022, Jenna received the opportunity that would transform her career forever. She was cast as Wednesday Addams in Netflix's Wednesday. At first, it was simply another major acting opportunity, but nobody could fully predict what would happen next. The role would turn Jenna Ortega from a rising actress into a global superstar, and suddenly, the entire world would know her name. In 2022, Jenna Ortega received the role that would completely change her career. She was cast as Wednesday Addams in Netflix's Wednesday, a new series centered around the iconic character from the Addams family. At first, it was simply another major opportunity, but after the series was released, everything changed. Wednesday became a worldwide phenomenon, attracting hundreds of millions of viewers and turning Jenna into one of the most recognizable young actresses in the world. Her performance stood out immediately. The dark personality of Wednesday, the distinctive look, and Jenna's acting style created a character that quickly became a global pop culture phenomenon. The famous dance scene became especially popular online, spreading across TikTok, Instagram, and other social media platforms. Jenna's popularity exploded. Her social media following grew rapidly. Her interviews attracted millions of views. Fashion brands began paying more attention to her. Major magazines wanted her on their covers, and Hollywood suddenly saw her differently. She was no longer just a promising young actress. She had become a global star. The success of Wednesday also increased her professional value. More attention meant more opportunities meant bigger projects, and bigger projects could lead to larger contracts, endorsements, and commercial partnerships. But the success came with pressure. Millions of people now had expectations about what Jenna should do next. Every new movie would be compared with Wednesday. Every public appearance could become news. Every fashion choice could become part of her image. Jenna had reached a completely different level of fame. And now she had to prove that Wednesday was not just one lucky moment. It was the beginning of a much bigger career. The role had changed everything. Jenna Ortega had gone from a young actress looking for opportunities to a global entertainment name. After Wednesday became a global success, Jenna Ortega's career moved to another level. She was no longer simply a young actress looking for opportunities. She had become a recognizable Hollywood name, with millions of people following her career. But Jenna understood that fame could disappear quickly. One successful series was not enough. She needed to prove that she could build a career beyond Wednesday Addams. That is why her next projects became extremely important. She continued appearing in major films, including Scream V, and Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Each project gave her another opportunity to show a different side of her acting. This was important for her career because Hollywood rewards actors who can become more than one character. If an actress becomes permanently associated with one role, it can be difficult to move forward. Jenna wanted to avoid that. She wanted audiences to see her as an actress capable of playing different characters in different genres. And as her career expanded, so did her financial value. Reports have estimated that Jenna earned around $30,060 per episode during the first season of Wednesday. Those numbers were already significant for a young actress, but after the enormous success of the series, her reported compensation increased dramatically. For season 2, reports placed her salary at around $250 per episode. With 8 episodes, that would equal approximately $2 million for the season. That represents a huge increase compared with the reported estimates for season 1. It shows how quickly the entertainment industry can change the financial value of a performer. When Jenna first joined Wednesday, she was being paid for her potential and performance. After the series became a worldwide phenomenon, she was being paid for something much bigger, her ability to attract an audience. That is one of the most important concepts in entertainment business. A studio is not only paying an actor to perform, it is also investing in the attention that actor can bring. If millions of people want to watch you, your commercial value can increase. And Jenna had millions of people watching. Her social media presence grew. Her interviews received huge attention. Her fashion choices became part of pop culture. Her appearances at major events attracted media coverage. Her name became valuable outside of movies and television. This opened another part of her career: personal branding. A successful celebrity can generate income through several different areas: acting, producing, advertising, brand partnerships, fashion, public appearances, social media campaigns, and other commercial projects. The exact value of Jenna's individual deals is not always publicly available, but the principle is clear: the larger the audience, the more valuable the right partnership can become. Her popularity also made her attractive to the fashion industry. Jenna developed a distinctive public image, combining the dark aesthetic associated with Wednesday with her own modern style. That created another form of recognition. People were not only watching her movies, they were also following what she wore, what she said, where she appeared, and what projects she chose. This is how a personal brand grows. The person becomes the brand, and the brand can continue creating opportunities between acting projects. Jenna also took another important step by becoming an executive producer on Wednesday Season 2. This changed her role in the project. She was no longer only the actress, she became involved in the production side as well. That gave her more creative influence and represented another step toward controlling her career. For a young actress, this is significant. The entertainment industry can be unpredictable. Actors can spend years waiting for the next major opportunity, but building influence behind the camera can provide another path. Instead of only waiting for roles, Jenna could become more involved in deciding which stories she wanted to help create. That can become extremely valuable over a long career. Her reported net worth has been estimated at around 5 million, although celebrity net worth estimates are not official financial statements and can vary. The number itself is less important than the journey behind it. Jenna started with small opportunities, then came television roles, then larger film projects, then Wednesday, then global fame, then bigger contracts, then production opportunities. This is how financial value can compound over time. The first opportunity creates experience. Experience creates better opportunities. Better opportunities create greater visibility. Greater visibility creates higher earning potential, and higher earning potential can create financial independence. But there is still a major difference between making money and building wealth. An actor can earn millions and still lose money through taxes, agents, managers, expenses, and lifestyle costs. That is why long-term success is not simply about how much money someone earns. It is about how they manage the opportunities created by their career. Jenna is still young, which means her biggest financial years could potentially be ahead of her. If she continues acting, producing, and building her personal brand, her career could become much larger. But nothing is guaranteed. Hollywood changes constantly. Audiences change, trends change. Successful actors must adapt. That is why consistency matters. Jenna cannot depend forever on the success of Wednesday. She needs new characters, new films, new ideas, new opportunities, and most importantly, new reasons for audiences to continue watching her. That is the real challenge of becoming a long-term Hollywood star. Anyone can become famous for a moment. Very few people can remain valuable for decades. Jenna's career is now moving toward that second challenge. She has already built attention, now she has to build longevity. And that is where the business lesson becomes even more powerful. Talent creates attention, attention creates opportunities, opportunities create income. Consistency creates long-term value. Jenna Ortega is no longer simply a young actress who became famous from one television series. She has become an entertainment brand with the potential to grow across acting, producing, fashion, and commercial partnerships. The next stage will determine how far that brand can go. And perhaps the biggest achievement will not be the amount of money she earns. It will be building a career strong enough to last long after the spotlight of Wednesday begins to fade. Jenna Ortega's journey is a story about patience, hard work, and turning opportunities into long-term success. She started with small roles and commercials when very few people knew her name. At that time, there was no guarantee that she would become a major Hollywood actress. She had to audition, she had to compete with thousands of other young performers. She had to deal with rejection, and she had to keep improving even when the next big opportunity was not guaranteed. But she continued. Small role by small role, Jenna built experience. Television helped her develop. Films helped her expand her range. And every new project added another piece to her professional reputation. Then came Wednesday. That role changed everything. Jenna became one of the most recognizable young actresses in the world. Her performance reached a global audience, and her name became associated with one of the biggest television successes of her generation. But the most important thing about Wednesday was not simply the fame. It was the platform it created. Before Wednesday, Jenna was building her career. After Wednesday, she had the attention of the entire entertainment industry. That attention created new opportunities, bigger movies, bigger contracts, more brand opportunities, more media appearances, more creative control, and potentially much greater earnings. Reports estimated that Jenna's season 2 salary for Wednesday reached around $250,000 per episode. With 8 episodes, that could represent approximately $2 million for the season. Her reported earnings for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice were around $750,000. These figures are estimates, but they demonstrate how dramatically her financial value could change after becoming a global star. And money is only one part of the story. Jenna also began building something that can become even more valuable over time: a personal brand. A personal brand can survive between movies. It can create opportunities outside acting. It can attract partnerships. It can increase the value of future projects. And it can give a celebrity more control over their career. Jenna's image became recognizable. Her fashion choices received attention. Her interviews attracted millions of views. Her social media presence continued growing. Her name became valuable even when she was not appearing on screen. That is a major difference between being an actress and becoming an entertainment brand. An actress can be hired for a role. A major entertainment personality can help create demand for an entire project. That difference can have a huge financial impact. But Jenna did not stop at acting. Her involvement as an executive producer on Wednesday's season 2 represented another important step. She was becoming involved in the business and creative side of production. That means her career was no longer only about waiting for someone to offer her a role. She was gaining more influence over the projects she worked on. This is important for long-term success. The more control a performer has over their career, the more opportunities they can potentially create for themselves. And that is where Jenna's story becomes bigger than Hollywood. It becomes a story about building value. She started with limited recognition. She created experience. Experience created better opportunities. Better opportunities created attention. Attention created fame. Fame created financial opportunities. And financial opportunities created the possibility of building long-term wealth and influence. But there is still a difference between fame and legacy. Fame can happen quickly. Legacy takes years. A person can become famous because of one role. But becoming someone people remember for decades requires much more. It requires consistency. It requires strong decisions. It requires adapting to change. And it requires continuing to work when the excitement around your biggest success begins to disappear. For Jenna, Wednesday cannot be the only chapter of her career. It can be the chapter that opened the biggest door, but what she does next will determine what comes after it. Can she continue choosing successful projects? Can she build a career beyond one character? Can she become an established actress and producer? Can she create projects of her own? Can she turn her popularity into long-term financial success? Those questions will shape the next decade of her career, and that is what makes her story interesting. She is still young. Her career has already achieved major success, but she has potentially decades ahead of her. The biggest projects may still be in the future. The biggest contracts may still be ahead. The biggest business opportunities may still be waiting. And the most important part is that she now has something she did not have when she started: leverage. She has an audience. She has experience. She has recognition. She has a proven track record. And she has the ability to choose where her career goes next. That is the real value of success. Success gives you more choices, and more choices can create even greater opportunities. But none of this happened overnight. It started with a young girl who wanted to act, then came auditions, then came small roles, then came bigger projects, then came Wednesday, and suddenly millions of people knew her name. Her journey proves that the biggest breakthrough can come after years of preparation. You may work for years without seeing enormous results. You may feel like nobody is watching. You may face rejection. You may wonder if the opportunity will ever come. But preparation matters, because when the opportunity finally arrives, you need to be ready. Jenna was ready, and when Wednesday arrived, she turned the opportunity into a career-changing moment. That is the lesson. Start before everyone knows your name, work before the results appear, improve before the opportunity arrives, and when the opportunity comes, be ready to take it. Jenna Ortega's story is not finished. Wednesday changed her career, but it did not define her entire future. Her next chapters will determine whether she becomes simply a famous actress of her generation or a lasting Hollywood name. And perhaps that is the most important part of her legacy. Not how quickly she became famous, not how much money she earned, but how she used her first big opportunity to build something much bigger. Start small, work hard, build your skills, create value. Take the opportunity, build your own name, because one opportunity can change your life. But what you do after that opportunity is what creates a legacy.